Sapulpa's, in my opinion, is being known and pinpointed on the map differently than it ever has been.
This morning we were getting our kicks on Route 66.
Yeah, Wild Stomping Grounds. The town of Sapulpa, Oklahoma has created a very merry Christmas shoot.
I am Will Berry. I'm on the Christmas Shoot Committee and I head up the construction division. So when the idea was developed and we had a lot of people in our community wondering how can we make Sapulpa better? How can we get people to come to Sapulpa? From the time that I had gone to school here, graduated high school, went to college, came back, the city was, in my opinion, kind of maintained. And we had to get, a group of people together to start coming up with some ideas to help change the culture. It kind of went, what I feel, stagnant for a little while, just because we needed to recreate energy. We had Tulsa Hills going up. We had all these other things that were kind of popping up around us that helped fed our needs and or our wants. And we kind of forgot about our town. And so right now, I think we're in the midst of a pioneering project, if you will. We're having to redevelop our downtown, but we're also having to change the mindsets of everybody that lives here. So instead of turning right out of your driveway to go to Tulsa Hills to eat, we need to think about, hey, let's turn left, let's go to our town, because we have some really cool restaurants right now. So we started with, why do people come to Sapulpa right now? And the only thing that we could think of why people came here, besides football games, besides coming to this Taco Bueno or whatever, the only reason that we felt people were coming here was because of Paragon's Christmas lights on Highway 117.
Paragon Industries turned on their lights. Now they have about 80 acres of lights out here. A lot of trees you see are draped with lights.
The problem was they were coming down Highway 117 and they looked at Paragon's light show, which is absolutely incredible, but then they would turn around. They would never make it to Sapulpa. So we knew that Christmas lights was a big thing, just because if you go to Roosevelt's in Tulsa on 15th Street during Christmas, it is packed. You have to wait 2 to 3 hours to get in the restaurant just to see their decorations. And so you take Roosevelt's and you take the following of Christmas, that's how the shoot was born.
I'm Betty Cowley, and we actually moved to Sapulpa in 1997, so this has kind of become our home.
And I'm Randy Cowley, her better half, or other half, worse half, what you gonna call it. But anyway, yeah, I came the same time she did, and I got started in the beginning with the shoot also.
So what I find very interesting in this community is the leadership that we have that is willing to put in the hours that it takes to pull off a project like this. You don't have to ask but once, and they step up. They have really great follow through, and they're as proud of the community as we are and want to do everything they can to support it.
So back in the beginning, when we thought of the idea of this Christmas shoot, we knew that not one person or one business could actually handle this, just because of how big it was, how much money we needed, and how we were going to get it done in such a fast time frame. So what we did was we found 2 leaders per theme. So there are 20 total team leaders, if you will, and those team leaders are in charge of getting all of their volunteers to help them decorate. Now they had to make that commitment because we said, hey, if you're going to be a team leader, you're going to be in charge of getting all of your volunteers. And so we've developed the 20 team leaders, and we couldn't have done it without all of the volunteers.
I think that the community itself has really grown tighter in the last 3 to 4 years, and especially in the last 2 years, because I know people now I didn't know before. So it's really opened up a lot of friendships, a lot of meeting people, a lot of trust with these people.
I feel like when we first moved here, Sapulpa was just kind of here, and it was just another small community. And I think over the years we've progressed, and I've seen us grow and assume that leadership role of we're not going to take a back seat anymore. We're going to step up and we're going to shine, and we're going to be an active community who's involved and want to show what a great downtown we have.
What the Christmas shoot has done is it has brought new people to our town. We have several new businesses that popped up after the Christmas shoot, from property owners that have come from outside of Sapulpa to buy. We've got, I think 5 buildings changed hands after year number 1, which means that people are interested.
We were just in visiting Oregon a few weeks ago, and we sat down at a restaurant, and I asked to borrow the salt from the guy beside me, and he asked me where I was from, and he knew where Sapulpa was. He knew about the Christmas shoot, and so it was kind of exciting to hear that, even though we never had met before.
Where my vision for Sapulpa would be to get all of our buildings downtown occupied, because downtowns are, as I relate, kind of like your body. They're the heart of your town. And so if you can get your downtown thriving, and when I say thriving, I mean people down here, restaurants down here, retail down here, businesses down here, people in general in your downtown, then everything else will grow outside of it. And I hope to see that people will come in, start new business, or move their business here, and all of the buildings being occupied, and then maybe even some living downtown. But we got to create those things, and we just need more people willing to maybe take a small risk to come in and do some development.
When I was at the chamber, which I was there 9 years, I didn't see our population growth at all. From the time I started in 2000 to 2009 when I left, there was very little growth in our housing numbers. And now it's kind of like, Sapulpa's got a lot to offer, and they don't have the hustle bustle fighting traffic. And I feel like now we're just energized. We've got this energy behind us now that I don't know whether it's the age of the people that are now saying, we're going to step up, we're going to invest in the community, and we're going to show what we can do. So I think it's made a big difference.
I don't want it to get so big that you can't recognize it, but I do want people to know that it is growing in the right direction. That's what I believe.
We moved from a very small community of about 2,500 people. So when we came to Sapulpa, we thought it was a big town, you know. Well, I think I love Sapulpa because you go to the grocery store, you go to a restaurant, you know everybody just about that's there. They call you by name. You know, if you're having an issue, they're there to help you and pick you up. I still like that hometown. So as much as we grow and as much as we prosper, I still want us to keep that downtown community charm.
I mean, outside of just being a small town guy, I just think that it's authentic. And that's one of the biggest things I think is why I love Sapulpa.